Hello everyone, welcome to the video series of NAT configuration on Checkpoint Firewall. In last video we saw how we can implement source NAT. In case 1 we tried to do a source NAT with the firewall interface IP address, then we used one virtual IP address and proxy app was configured there for that specific virtual IP address. So let's see what is there in task 3 and 4 and then we will try to implement that and test based on this assignment. So task 3 says publish R1 loopback via IP address 136.1.122.122 so that traffic from R2 on virtual IP should land on R1 loopback address. Okay, and then also create appropriate security policy. So task is, for example, R2 will be the source. From this router we will be initiating a traffic on virtual IP address which is 136.1.122.122 and that should be destination NAT with R1 loopback address. So the moment I do a ping on 136.1.122.122, response should come back from R1 router which is 150.1.1.1. So let's try to implement this. I'm again on test machine. First we will write a security policy, add rule below, and then rule name is R2-R1 for example. Source will be R1 IP address, or we can specify the subnet here. The traffic will be initiated from this subnet. Then destination will be host, which is NAT-136.1.122.122. IP address is 255, 250 and 255. Okay, sorry, it is not 255, 136.1.122.122. Perfect. And for example, I want to do a test with telnet and I want to do another test with ICMP. Except logging enabled. Now go to NAT rules. Rule number 3, source we know that is 136.1.122.0. Okay, then destination we know that NAT object we have created 136.1.122.122. Source will remain original but destination will be translated with a new host address which is R1-150.1.1 150.1.1.1. Perfect. Okay, so we have NAT rule in place, we have security policy in place, but we need a proxy IP because this is a virtual IP address. Now go to add 136.1.122.122. This time interface is Ethernet 2 because that's the interface which is configured with this subnet. So click on save. We can see now proxy ARP here and go ahead, push the policy. So lab is a bit slow today. It is taking time to push the policy and the response is also slow. So let's wait. And once policy is pushed, R2, I should be able to ping 136.1.122.122. So as of now there is no response. It says destination host unreachable. But once the policy is applied, I should see response back. And that response will actually come from R1. So we will verify the same in policy. So let me see. Okay, and done. Come back to R2. Now I could not see any response after ICMP sequence 24. Let me stop this, start again, and no response. Remove the filter and let's see what is happening with this traffic. So that's the one we are trying. That's a very good example here. So I'm trying from 136.1.122.12 to 136.1.122.122, and interestingly traffic is getting NATed with 203.115.100.102. So go back to dashboard, and if you see the same subnet we have in rule number 1 as well, and that rule says destination any and it has to be source NATed. So that is the reason traffic is not getting NATed with rule number 3. So let me move this rule up. So right click, I will prefer to do a cut here, then right click, paste above. So we have now rule above which says traffic from this subnet to this IP has to be translated destination NATed with this IP address. Let me install the policy again. So you need to make sure the order of policies. So this is one best example wherein destination was any, and that was a top policy in our rule base, and traffic was getting NATed with the 203.115.100.102 IP address, which is not required in this case. The requirement was we need to translate the destination IP address. Okay, so wait for some time and then we can see in the logs. So logs in such cases will help you if your traffic is getting NATed with the right IP address or not. So you should verify the logs with which IP address traffic is getting NATed. Let me stop this and then we have to start it again. About to push. And here it goes back, and interesting, no response. Yes, we have response. So I'm able to reach 136.1.122.122, and if you see, I'm assuming telnet is enabled. If it is not, we will see that. But if I do a telnet on this IP address, I have welcome to BIOS and then R1 login. So we are actually on R1 now. So go to logs and then we did initiate telnet. Source says 136.1.122.12, which is R2 physical interface. Then NATed IP address 136.1.122.122, destination port 23, source port 33812, and the translated destination this time is 150.1.1.1. So with the help of security policy, with the help of NAT policy, and with the help of proxy R, we are able to do this. So problem was rule order in a NAT rule base. So you need to make sure which rule should come first and which rule should come at the basically below in the rule base. Let's see what is other task now. Task 4. Configure NAT so that RDP traffic on port 10,000 from internet to 203.115.100.105 should be NATed with 136.1.121.100. So this task says we are on internet, initiate traffic on .105 IP address and the port number will be 10,000, and that will be NATed with 136.1.121.100, and destination port in this case also will be translated from 10,000 to 3389. So let's implement this. Dashboard, policy, create a rule, for example terminal server access. Okay, sources, I want you guys not to use any in the source field because otherwise that XP machine will be publicly exposed. So you need to restrict this access for your IP address. How we can do that? So go to browser, use whatismyip.com, and this will show you what is the public IP address currently associated with your internet connection. So my IP address is this. So I will restrict the security policy via this IP address only. Okay. So right click, add network object, click on host, internet hyphen the IP address. Sorry. Okay. And then we have IP address. Perfect. So destination is, I'm not sure we have created that object or not. 105, yes we have 105 address object. So NAT 203.115.100.105. What traffic is required? We need to allow TCP underscore 10,000, port number 10,000, and action accept, logging enabled. Perfect. We have a security policy in place now. Go to NAT, right click, add rule above. So traffic will come from 103 address, internet 103, which we have already created. That's the IP address. Destination will be 105 address. Source will remain original and destination will be, and I would suggest here, because the only traffic which we want to do NAT is 10,000, so select the port number as well. Perfect. Source will be original, destination is this time, let's see if we have the object. I feel we did not create. Okay, so let's create a one now. One host, not host, basically test machine underscore 136.1.121.100, 136.1.121.100. Okay, okay. And port this time also needs to be translated from 10,000 to, it should be with the name remote desktop protocol. Okay, and if you see, it has got 3389 as a port number. Perfect. So we have security policy in place, we have NAT policy in place, proxy app we have already configured for that IP address. Now go ahead and install the policy. Now after this, I should be able to access my terminal server using 203.115.100.105 IP address on port 10,000. So let's see if this works. Now how to do that, how to access that? MSTSC 203.115.100.105:10,000. So this should trigger the traffic on 10,000 port. Traffic should come on firewall, and firewall should translate destination IP address as well as destination port number. Let's see if almost done. Yes. Back to this machine and click on connect. Awesome. So I could see a login prompt. And the moment I will log in here, I will disconnect. Basically, other session will be disconnected. So I will not do a login here. Let's click on cancel. Back to this machine. If you verify the same in logs, we initiated traffic from internet to public IP address on port 10,000, and then we could see destination IP address was being translated, and then destination port was also being translated to 3389. Good. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching these videos, and I hope you are enjoying this video series from Troika System. Thank you.